Quah! On to the next town. Quah! This town is mine.
Isa has been taken over by Wallace. Wallace, not Weber. Okay, so I think the reason I wanted to... Okay, so in 2064 read-only memories, if you don't know, you have hybrids. They're furries, basically. Anthropomorphic animals, although they're more... I mean, they're closer to, like, the VTuber cat girl than typical furries. To put it bluntly, I guess. And, like, I make, like, a few comments like, oh my god, like, I want this, like, and it's, I want this, give this to me. And it's like, I don't know. I don't go over it too much. Would I actually want to be my persona? Well, that depends. Like, how much so are we talking about? Like, and of course, another good item. That's, oh my god. Sorry. No. Well, yes. Well, yes. Yeah. But would that include all of the powers, all of the that my persona has? Because if so, my persona is a shapeshifter. Like, that's kind of a loaded question. It's like, well, yeah, but like, so I mean, it would be like realistically, and I think, I mean, this is obvious enough of a observation. It would actually probably suck. It would actually suck being a persona. Like, just biological things like sweat. Like, that it would just not be good. I'm just gonna go around this loop until the big bug's done eating stuff. The fact that, like, digigrade legs, if applicable. And I don't know how you would actually put on pants with digigrade legs. It's probably actually not that complicated. It's actually probably really not that complicated. But I think it would probably require pants design to be a little bit different. Did I mention sweat glands? Like, actually, and I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure that most animals either regulate heat through panting or like sweat through paw pads. I think that's typical, but like, and maybe some other things, but typically sweating, no, because you would just have matted fur, and that's like, no, that's terrible. The ears, the headphones, how the hell would headphones work? Grant, I don't know. But then you have to consider that, like, in all reality, if anthros exist, then it would probably be in a society that evolved alongside anthros to some degree. And I mean, knowing human history, we could draw a lot of nasty conclusions about what would actually happen in that case. Hell, I mean, actually, probably, like, Big Bug had nothing left to eat and flew away. Fucking finally. But, oh god. But I digress. I mean, it would probably be the thing of, like, we wouldn't see this, not because it doesn't work with human physiology, but because, a company, an industrialized society has to account for as many people as possible, or a free market industrialized society has to account for, entire markets. And there can be crossover between, humans and anthros, and, there might be a style that if there's a style that can fit both physiologies, it would be made. Almost certainly, at least at one point in history. Whether it sticks around is another thing entirely, but... and yeah, I mean, okay, well, this conversation went a lot more, salient than I think I was expecting it to. But yeah, no, I love thinking about, like, just that kind of thing. Like, my D&D verse. I don't. The D&D setting I'm making, I don't account for that enough, honestly. Also, I do have a sci-fi setting as well that I don't account for that as well. But the sci-fi setting is like in its really real infancy, and the D&D setting is kind of supposed to be, not supposed to be vague. It's just kind of vague. And it's also like the second D&D setting I've ever made, so it's like, so maybe I'll go into that one day. I don't know, but yeah, I like thinking of just how, different cultures and how different species, especially, like, handle different things. I mean, if you look at human history, I mean, humanity has so many different ways of going about things. Like language, I mean, it's just a bunch of, what this is just a bunch of generic noises that somebody was like, okay, we're going to use this and this to represent this thought, and then, they refined it over time. And like how other oh god, I'm sure I've mentioned before, but like there's one what is it, the out of placers by Valsalia on Divine Art. I think they also have a for affinity, but out of placers, like main character gets turned into, like, what the fuck are yinglets, and they're one of the biggest things is that they have giant buck teeth, basically a rat-like face, pretty much, and they can't pronounce th, so they have to use the z or d sound, and somebody transitioning into that language, into that dialect, is gonna have quite a hard time. That character also has a very difficult time for other reasons. For a lot of reasons. But, I mean, that's just... It's a good story, although it doesn't get updated too consistently. It's every once in a while. But it's a great comic that's still ongoing. And it is still on go. My god, okay. Holy shit. Alright. Well, that worked out. But yeah, so whenever I do D&D, there's going to be detail. It might not be like, well, no, you can't wear these fucking pants because they just don't fit your physiology. It might not be that kind of detail, although maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, expect some smaller details like that, I guess. I don't know how to put it. You'll see when you see, if you ever see. I don't know. But until next time, have a good day, great day, even Chowskis.